Alright, so we're back with part 4, and this is when things start to get random because the other shelves are in no particular order at all. I tried to make sure that if I had like 2 copies of the same album, they were right next to each other, but other than that, I really didn't organize this one at all. So here is Taeyang's first album, Hot, which I really enjoy. I need to get Solar. I'm hoping to get the international one. It's a little bit bigger than Hot, I believe, but I just haven't gotten it yet. Then here's GDragon's Coup d'etat. I have the black one. I do not have the red one. I really don't know what the difference is between the two. Not because it's not out there, but just I haven't bothered to find out. But there is a difference between the two, musically. I think there's a difference between who the featured singer is on the songs. And then I have Still Alive. I have Daesung's version. I ordered this off of Amazon for super cheap. I think it was like $8. I didn't care whose version I got as long as I got one. And I have one now, so I'm happy. Then part of my paper doll collection is the first mini album, Always, and this one has Top's paper doll. Then this is Mini 2, and this one has GDragon's paper doll, which I have a video showing all of the paper dolls, so look for that video on my channel. And then I have the Big Bang 4th album, which doesn't really have a title, but it has Tonight on it, so I kind of sometimes call it the Tonight album. And it's got this really cool thing that opens up here. You have to kind of use gravity to make it work, but yeah, the tray slides out. So that's kind of awesome. And then I have Jay Park's Take a Deeper Look, which on the outside, not very impressive, but it's actually got a lot of stuff in it. I've unboxed it before, and just for that to be the first thing you see, already you know it's going to be good. And next I have Bake A Yawns, A Good Girl. I bought this album and it is really, really adorable, but I never listened to it, so unfortunately I'm going to have to sell this one. And it's unfortunate that I have to sell it because, like I said, it's super cute. It comes with a little sticker. I like it a lot, but it's just, I never listened to it. And at this point in the collection, I just can't afford to continue to have things that I'm never listening to. Okay, let's show some more. Okay, so next I have Unpretty Rapstar, which I don't know about you, but I cannot wait for season 2 because my bae is going to be on there. Yorin, Goddess, Queen. Can't wait to see it. So this is Unpretty Rapstar, and it's not very flashy, but music-wise, there's a lot going on here. This is one of the best albums that came out this year, and if you don't have it, you really should try to listen to it online. It's really good. Next, I have Beast Fiction. Well, I guess it's Fact and Fiction is the name of the album. Let's see here. Yeah, Fiction and Fact. I said it backwards. Anyway, this is a staple K-pop album. Like, most people should have this in their collection because it is a solid effort. It's probably one of the most solid albums Beast has ever done, and the song Fiction is a classic. It is absolutely a classic. Next, I have BTS's Oh Are You Late Too, which is a really fun album to buy because it comes with a lot of stuff. So if you want to buy your first Beast album and you want to get the most, get this one. Comes with a poster. It's nice. Then we have Dark and Wild, which is a really solid album front to back. Comes with a lot of stuff in it. So yeah, I recommend this one as well. Then I have BTS's Too Cool for School. It's short. You can tell that they were very eager, but the sound was a little bit more immature, and it's been lovely to see how they've grown since then. Then I have Boa's Kiss My Lips. This is such an underrated album. So many people slept on this damn album, and I don't know why. I don't know why Boa can't seem to get ahead anymore because she's really one of the most talented women in K-pop, and she's a really great songwriter, and she has a very defined sound, and this album is her sound. And then last in that little pile is FX's Red Light. This is the Wildcat edition. I got this shortly after the album came out, and I bought the photo card for it later on, and that's the photo card I have. I have Crystal's photo card. But yeah, Red Light. Alright, let's look at some more stuff. And apparently by more stuff, I meant more FX. This is FX's Pink Tape, which is a really fantastic album, but it has very problematic packaging for me. It has an OB strip that comes with it, and there's just no good way to store the OB strip, so that's why I have it in this plastic bag, because I want to keep it together. I don't want it to get bent up and mashed and everything else, but it's just really hard to keep it with the packaging. But for me, it's essential that they stay together, so this is the way I have it together on my shelf. Next, I have Yumsung's My This is a really good album. A lot of people slept on this one too. It's got kind of funky packaging, but sound-wise, it's very good. It just came out at the wrong time of the year. I think if this had come out in the winter rather than coming out in the summer, this would have done way better on the charts. Next, I have In the Mood for Love. This is the white version. The other version was the pink version. And I did a giveaway recently, and I gave away my other pink version to someone here on YouTube. Hopefully, she'll be getting it soon, and she'll let me know if she got it and that she loved it. Next, I have 4 Minutes Crazy. This is the only 4-minute album I own in any iteration. I don't have any Hyuna albums. I don't have anybody else in 4 Minute. This is it. And I'm glad this is it. There's never really been a 4-minute single that spoke to me that made me really want to buy, but I really love Crazy. I thought that was an amazing song. I like Cold Rain. So for me, this was perfect, and I'm glad this is where I started with them. Next, I have both of EXO's Growl repackaged albums. I have the Mandarin and the Korean. Packaging-wise, I like the fact that it's thicker, but the pages are really hard to turn, and that's been a problem for me. Like, you can hear kind of the squeakiness, and can you hear that? It's just, it's pretty hard to turn. I feel like these are very fragile, which is funny because honestly, construction-wise, this is more fragile. It is what this is repackaging, XOXO. And this is basically made out of copier paper and masking tape. I mean, it is really, really vulnerable. I mean, I'm glad I have it, don't get me wrong. And the photo book is everything. I actually enjoyed this photo book more than I like that photo book. But I just always feel really nervous flipping through here because I don't want anything to happen to them. So this one is the Mandarin version, and this one is the Korean version. And then I have Wonder Girls' Reboot I Feel You, which is one of the best albums of 2015. It is wonderful. The Wonder Girls are everything. I actually only have 2 Wonder Girl albums, which surprised me when I was going through my collection, so I definitely need to step up my game and go back in the catalog and get a few things that I don't have. Alright, let's look at some more stuff. Alright, so now we have first Collage by Yang Yosep. This is a really cute album, like packaging wise, music wise, it's really good. Caffeine is one of my favorite songs ever from the whole Beast camp, so yeah, I really love this mini album a lot, but it is adorable. This is Girls' Generation's Japanese single for Paparazzi. I think I told you guys about when I bought it. At the time that I got it on Amazon for like literally about $4. Like, it was hella cheap, like the cheapest thing ever, and it's actually a really cute package. It's got like these big posters in it, and it's very nice, but I keep it like this because it's got a really big OB strip, and I wanted to keep it all together, so that's the reason I keep it in the sack. And then I have Miss A's Independent Women. I still need to get Touch. I've got to get Touch eventually. That's got to happen. This is a JYP album, so like all JYP albums, there is a packaging issue. The packaging issue with this is that it is a tray, so there's these like tension corners where it's kind of sunken in on itself, which sucks, but there's really nothing I can do about that. Then I have Super Junior's Ayaya Mamacita, the 7th album, and since I've had this, when I first got this, I was really happy to get it. And part of the reason I was really happy to get it is because I got Etuk's photo card in here, and he had had a really rough year prior to this album coming out, so I was really glad to get it for him and just to support the group because, like I said, I just felt really bad for him. But I don't really want this anymore. Not because I don't want the songs. I do want the songs, but I want to get This Is Love instead. So this is for sale so that I can get This Is Love. But everybody's selling this, so I don't think it's going to sell anytime soon. And then I have IU's Modern Time Epilogue. This is great, and I have to thank Alex Coleman for me getting this. I watched his unboxing, and it was awesome, and it was on sale at Yes Asia at the time that I bought it, and it's just chock full of goodies, and this is actually just a really fantastic album. If you've never listened to it, you should. There's so many reasons in the world to listen to this album. Not maybe to buy it, but to listen to it for sure. And then I have BTS's Skool Love Affair. I like this album. It's a mini album. but I like the special edition more because it's got all the instrumentals. But this still has an amazing photo book, and it's packaged really well. If you watch my unboxing of this, I gush over the packaging for this because this is packaged amazing. But I just like the fact that the instrumentals are on the other one. And then I have XID's latest mini album. Yeah, they have another mini album, but it's really rare to get, so this is good because it's got all their new stuff, plus it's got up and down on here, so you get kind of old stuff as well as new stuff. I have Ladies Code number 2, Pretty Pretty. I still need to get their first one, Bad Girl, and I'm hoping to get that before the end of the year. By the way, we're at a time of the year where we're thinking about both girls because the anniversary of Eunbi's passing just passed, and we're about to reach the anniversary of Rise's passing, so rest in peace, ladies. This won't be the last time I speak about them. And then I have Be Back by Infinite. I got this from, well, I don't want to say her name, but I've said her name before, but she changes her channel name all the time. So that's why I don't want to say her real name, but you know who you are. She gave this to me. I won her giveaway when she gave it to me, and I'm glad I got this because this was the first Infinite album I had ever had. I had never wanted to buy any Infinite stuff before, and after listening to this, I really got interested in Infinite, so it opened a door for me, and I appreciate that. So yeah, this is very special to me. Alright, now let's see what the shelf looks like. Okay, and this is the shelf once everything's been put back, and you can see I have the tall ones in the back, the shorter ones in the front, and it's right next to my 2-in-1 shelf, and then there's my shiny shelf, and then there is my big stuff shelf. So we've got 1, 2, about 2.5, almost 3 shelves left. So see you with part 5.